Check 1, 2. Tell these
Take
rappers
the
I'm
guard.
outside, get them start acting up. I'm turning hoes to housewives, I'm cleaning the ratchet up. Do it off from boom back to melody rap. If they can put you in the box, then you might as well pack it up. Bars having bars, no cap, I'm Attica, you a precinct. How y'all competing when y'all just decent? Your rhyme efficiency's like logic simplicity. Don't tell me how much that you black, cause I don't see it. That's it. Welcome to precinct.
Fuck everybody on the front. When we see you in the finals, bring that same energy, nigga.
Yeah. Y'all know the vibes. You know what I mean? Knicks and Issues in the building. Shout out to everybody that was on the early check-in. You know what I mean? Uncle Paulie. But yeah. Shout out to everybody on the check-in. You know, the Knicks beat the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, we dominated the Bucks. 116-94. I think it was a wire-to-wire win, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
Behind the Bodega Cats, 7th straight double-double, 32 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. 35 assists in total for the team tonight. You know, great ball movement, fluidity, as my guy Clyde liked to say. 2 cents before I pass it off to Mrs. Knicks. Major takeaway for me tonight was watching Jalen Brunson understand that he doesn't have it going and deferring to Cat. That was the major takeaway for me. Him getting his assist game up, getting to the paint, understanding that every team this year is sending 2 people at him in the paint. And, you know, not trying to fight the pressure, but, you know, relieving the pressure, pause, because that sounds kind of crazy. I don't know if it's pause worthy, but it just sounds crazy to me. But anyway, to relieve the pressure and pass the ball, and then you pass it to, you know, your number 2 guy. I mean, because you see how Cat feel. He called the whole time in his post-game interview, he called Jalen Brunson Cat. He knows what the pecking order is. Pause. That's crazy. That is crazy. But he knows. Yeah, I mean his place in the system, and you know. But you got to pass it to your number 2 guy. Don't look him off, especially when he's hot. And it paid dividends tonight. Our defense is going to continue to get better. It's still some laps on the perimeter defense as far as the switch and everything and people knowing their matchups. We see that is still a continuing issue, even though we dominated this game as expected. Let me just throw that in there. As expected. We were just talking in the backstage before the show started. Bucks is dirt.
Trash.
Big dirt, right? So we did what was expected, but there's still some tweaks in minor kinks defensively we need to get out. But all in all, today was a solid win. Very solid win because last thing that I'm gonna land the plane. This could, with Dame and Giannis, this could easily, even though they haven't been playing well, this still could have easily turned into a loss.
Especially in the Garden.
Yeah, facts.
No, I mean, I agree with everything you said. I mean, y'all know what I say. Over 25 assists, it's a dub. And again, here we go. Like you said, defense has a little work to do, but causing 12 turnovers and having 7 steals is huge, especially against this, you know, this team, being that they have a MVP candidate and then they have Dame Lillard. So that's always huge. Again, having our starting 5 in double figures, major. Actually, we had 6 guys because I think Deuce was in double figures
Absolutely.
today as
He was
well.
14 points.
So just seeing production from all our guys is great to see. And like you said, it never has to be all on JB or neither all on Cat. We have enough versatility for it to be anyone's night. And when it is someone else's night, just feel comfortable and confident in feeding them. And I love that JB did that. Because every night is not going to be his night. The same way every night not going to be Cat's night. But once they gain that trust in each other, it, games are going to be very similar to what we saw tonight.
Absolutely. Real quick, some more shout outs. Jimmy J1 is in the building. We see you, good brother. Uh, Almighty Finesse, we see you. We see you. This first time I think I see JW in the chat. You know what I mean? But shout out to you, good brother or woman. I don't know. You know what I mean? It just says JW. Darlene, as always, is in
As
the chat.
always.
Big facts. Yeah. And don't forget, go support the Shopify. I mean, get you a Knicks Edge hoodie. It's weird. None of us is wearing our
I
hoodies
know,
today.
right?
But yeah, we got hoodies on deck. Yeah, I mean, we got hoodies on deck. T-shirts is not up there yet, but hoodies on deck. Uh, yeah, like you were saying, everything you said was 100% valid. And with Stephen Kennedy, my bad, bro. I ain't giving you your shout out. You in the building. You in the building. I skipped over you. You know, he's in here gloating about this whole cat shit.
He gonna do it
Uh,
all season. You already
yeah, big
know.
facts, big facts, big facts. You know, I ain't mad, bro. Whatever get us W's, I'm here for it. You
Facts.
feel me? Uh,
And like Uncle Paulie said, that behind the back pass, I think it was OG. That was crazy.
yeah, he's done that. He's done that a couple times. He's done that a couple times. Uh, but yeah, you know, back to what I'll just to elaborate a little bit more on what I was saying earlier about JB, you know, not fighting the pressure. Uh, Clearly every team is coming into the Garden or facing the Knicks wherever we at with the game plan to stop Jalen Brunson. That's the game plan. We're going every time he put 2 feet in the paint, we're gonna send 2 people at him. We're gonna send our tallest. Uh, don't do that to me, Darlene. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Listen. When you ordered, you saw it. I made perfectly, and that's why I did it the way I did. When you ordered on the website, it tells you how long it's going to take just for this very reason. I know you joking, but don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. It's on the way. I promise. Yeah. Uh. But yeah. You know. They what you call it? What I'm doing? I'm pressing buttons on willy nilly. Yeah. Yeah. They sent in 2 people. They put in the tallest defender on Jalen Brunson every night. The tallest wing defender on Jalen Brunson every night. And for the only way for him to continue to alleviate this kind of pressure is for him to feed Cat or whoever the hot hand is. When they see teams is not going to continue to try to double Jalen. I think Mike Bringen said it too in this game how teams are defending Jalen Brunson about
Mhm.
sending multiple defenders when he's in the paint. They're not going to continue to do that if Cat starts scoring 30 every night and we handing out L's because Cat is over 30 points, 35 points. No, then you're going to start seeing more one-on-one matchups and you could take advantage. And Mike Green also said something uh, that was also super accurate, like with the whole, you know, getting used to playing with a player of Cat's ability. Like he never had
He's
a
never
center.
played with.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he never played with a center that could do the things that Cat does. So it's gonna take some time, and you know, to build trust because, like, yeah, you know, he nice. But a lot of things in basketball is to know, like, all right, if I pass it to this guy, I know he's gonna make the shot. Not
Yes.
because I've seen or what the stat says, because I've been on the court and passed him the ball several amount of times and he made the shot. And tonight, it felt like you started to see a lot more of that trust in JB to be like, I don't have to go out there and I don't have to get 30 tonight. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I don't have. I take my shots because it's expected of me. I'm one of the leaders on this team and the first option. But if it's not working, I can pass the ball and we'll still be okay.
Right.
And you saw that from JB tonight. And to me, that was a huge reason why we got off to this lead. Uh, the 5-out offense, I thought that would mostly benefit JB, but that benefit Cat tonight. Because once he got past his defender, there was literally nobody to stop him from dunking the basketball. Like,
I mean, I don't know what they thought. Brooke Lopez was way too slow to defend Cat. That was outrageous. I was just like, so they just gonna keep letting him defend him because Cat just cooking.
yeah, big facts, big facts. Cat was definitely cooking. Uh, and I knew this was gonna happen before the game. You know what I mean? I was like, I know they go because there's nobody else on the court you could put Brooke Lopez on because Cat is the slowest footed person in our starting lineup.
Right.
You can't. Again, remember I said there's going to be time. They usually try to hide Brooke Lopez. Be perfectly
Hmm.
honest on defense. They try to hide him because he's slow footed. But I said this before with our starting lineup. There's nobody you could really hide your worst defenders on because we have people that could take advantage of these things in at every position in the starting five. Uh, but yeah, that and I knew, and another reason I knew we was going to absolutely win this game. I didn't think we was going to. I didn't know we was going to dominate in this fashion. But Doc Rivers is a war criminal, man. When it comes to robbing the NBA for money, I put him right up there with Ben Simmons. I don't know why people think Doc Rivers is a good coach. He's horrible. He's a horrible basketball coach. He benefited from coaching the most talent that anybody I've known as an NBA coach has ever coached in their tenure. Yeah, like he benefited from Boston. He had 3 first ballot Hall of Famers at the tail end of their primes. And then you was blessed with a basketball savant in a super high Q play in Rajon Rondo and a beverly of superior role players. That's what gets you the championship. And he's been eating off those fucking Celtics championship for forever. No, it wasn't. It's not championships. It was one championship. Forever, he's still eating off that shit. He had Lob City. Those guys, phenomenal team. There's no reason why that team shouldn't have won a ring. I think if you put a better coach to coach those teams, Chris Paul will absolutely have a ring. But he shit the bed there. Then you send him to Philly. Philly had some teams and a pocket of time before Ben Simmons lost his absolute fucking mind. They should have been champions, or at least made it to the fucking finals. Doc Rivers shit the bed there, and he still gets jobs. So I knew going into this game, I said, well, he's not going to outcoach Coach Tommy T.
Facts.
That's just not going to happen. That's not going to happen. The team already playing like shit. So as long as we do the things that I know we could do and the things that we were doing and continue to build upon, this is going to be a dub. Easy. And they on a back to back. And as I'm watching this game and I'm watching the Milwaukee Bucks play, I'm watching them play offense, and I'm like, I don't know if y'all seen the meme, and it's like I don't know what to call it, but it's like a Moss leader or whatever. He's like, ugh, brother, ugh. What is that, brother? Ugh. Yeah, that's how I felt about the Bucks offense today. Like, Our defense was really good. Don't get it twisted. But I'm just looking at the sets that they run, and I'm like, oh, you're just hoping that Giannis can get downhill.
Yeah.
That's
They look like no cohesion. And not for nothing, Dame looks very uninterested. Like, like when you play Dame, you be seeing like that fire in his eyes. He just looked like a kid that don't want to be there. I don't know if it's just me, but that's what
no,
I
it's
saw.
not. It's not just you. I saw the same thing. Since I saw the same thing, I was watching. I was like, damn, bro, look bored.
Right? Like, what the hell am I doing in this uniform? Like,
uh, yeah. Dame don't want to be there. I think the writing's on the wall. I think they all understand that they are not championship contenders. Uh, if their hopes is on Chris Middleton coming back, then they super screwed. Uh, if they have any chance of even being competitive in the Eastern Conference, there's going to have to be trades made at the deadline. But I don't see what
but
they
it's gonna
could
be
do.
too late then. It's gonna be too late then.
They're going to be fucking in 13th place by that time. Uh, yeah, but yeah. Uncle Paulie, that's fact. Doc Rivers lost that team. Big facts. He's not a good coach. He's not a good coach, man. Hopefully this is his last, coaching gig because he's not good, man. He's not good. uh, but yeah, back to you know the game in itself. The 32 assists that was super fire. Yet again, every starter on our team is in double digits.
35
Uh,
assists.
35. My bad. 35 assists. Yet again, every starter is in double digits. I think this got to be for like the sixth game in a row, if I'm not sixth or seventh game in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, Starting lineup is playing well. Yeah, I mean, there's still some things that need to be tweaked, especially with McCall's game. I don't like the way we use McCall. I hate that whole run up 3-pointer shit that he's been doing here. Gotta ditch that shot, good brother. That's not a good shot. Yeah, I mean, I do what needs to happen is running Macau off of more down screens and getting him into the paint for his mid-range shot. That needs to happen because when you have a player like there's points to be had in the mid-range game, uh, and when you have somebody who's as efficient in the mid-range game as a Macau Bridges, you have to utilize that. Like everything don't have to be a three or a layup. You know what I mean? Like, and I think we know this because JB makes a lot of his bank in the mid range game. So like you have another person that can excel there. Let's use it to better. And you know, we all know that Mikel don't have to be a 20-point per game scorer. I just still think we don't use for everything that we gave up. We don't use him enough. That's the part that kills me. Like everything we gave up, I feel like there's more shots to be had from Macau. That's not 3-point shots. Motherfucker shot 10 3-pointers tonight. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let me double check. Nope. He shot 11 3-pointers tonight. That's disgusting. Especially when you only made three. And then you shot 11 3-pointers, but you're still 7 for 18. The fuck? Why are we not in the mid range? Why are we not getting you 2 feet in the paint so you could pull up for your little mid range joint? Why we not doing that? You know what I mean? And it might sound crazy me complaining about something like that in a blowout W, but still, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Milwaukee,
something that needs to be worked on. I think he will also excel in better spacing in the fast break. Because when the Knicks are in the fast break, their spacing is not really good until they settle. Like until they have to pull it back and then reset. Because Macau is usually down there. When Josh is pushing it up, Macau is usually down there, but it's so clogged up already that we don't get what we need. Um, and I think also, like you said, he should be getting in the paint more. I'd rather him be getting into that mid range other than OG. OG's
Yeah,
dribble into the paint is trash to me.
bro don't
It's
got
too
no handle.
sloppy and he misses too many layups. So those shots need to be going to Macau, and Macau definitely needs to. If he's hitting the threes, go for it. But if you off like you was tonight, stop, chill.
I think he's still trying to find his rhythm offensively. It looked like that hit shot is back for whatever reason.
It did.
Uh, I was looking to that, I was like, when you was cooking, bro, you wasn't doing that stupid hit shit. You know what I mean? Like let's get back to ditching that shot, man. I know you probably paid a trainer a lot of money to teach you that shot, and they trying to tell you, nah, it's gonna work, bro. You just ditch that shit. Go back to the shot that was you was cooking with. You know what I mean? But yeah, OG's handle was trash. But when he has this is the thing, he should only be driving to the paint for that mid range shot if he has the mismatch. Like when he has the mismatch, he kills that every time. He kills that every time, like getting to the paint and rising up, or getting to the mid range and rising up, or whoever his mismatch is. He excels at that. But like trying to do too much and dribble through traffic, that's where he get in trouble every
Yes.
single time because he don't got no handle. You know what I mean?
Right.
But defensively,
A
that man is
monster.
that man is amazing. He's amazing.
He's a menace to the
He's amazing.
offensive team. It's crazy to watch. I mean, I
Yeah,
think they will once they figure it out, and you see it coming together on games like today. You see it coming together, and I think probably the hardest adjustment is going to be JB and Macau because Macau used to being the main guy, so now it's like okay, I'm number three really, and then JB trusting everybody else because he's never really had anyone full time to trust. Right? He had Randall shortly healthy, and then basically he was on his own. So I think those two are going to be the biggest adjustments. But I think once they figure it out and they learn each other spot, they're going to be just fine. Because it's glimpses like tonight that's like, yeah, once we master this, yo, no team is going to fuck with us.
big
Because this
facts.
is unmastered. Once we master this, it's over.
Big facts. Oh, finesse. I ain't even mad at that statement. If he keep up what he doing right now, that might be valid for real. That
Facts.
might be valid if he keep up and stay healthy. You know what I mean? Fingers crossed.
Facts.
Uh oh yeah, yeah, Darlene, it is. It is. It's awful. Uh yeah, I agree with that too, Steven. Like he need to cut back door more often instead of camping out in the and his best games come from him doing that. You know what I mean? Like so far as a Nick. Uh is cutting back door. I like to see that more, period, because we run a 5 out offense and there's space in the paint. Like every time we drove to the paint tonight, except for JB, because that's the obvious intent to take away him getting to the cup or close to the basket. But when everybody else got to the lane, like it was an opportunity for a layup or a wide open kick out because they have to collapse so far to protect the paint.
Mm.
So yeah, backdoor cuts are definitely open, especially with somebody like Macau and OG. Those are easy baskets. And with JB looking for his teammates like this he did tonight, you know what I mean? That's gonna be important. And JB gotta understand too that he gotta get comfortable in a place where like, yeah, I could get everybody else going and I know I'm gonna get mine. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Exactly. Because
Yeah.
once everyone else gets going, they can't double you. It's gonna make your job so much easier, especially on nights like tonight where Cat was even in the paint and behind the 3 point arc.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then let's say today, well, let's say in the game, Cat's going, and then you already know you can't leave Josh open because he'll easily hit a three. You got McCall here hitting shots. They're gonna have to just defend you one on one, and you will get your points down the stretch of the game.
Yeah,
Or why not working too hard and getting exhausted because your teammates got the first half.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Big facts, big facts. And you could say, like you said, not getting too exhausted and being able to conserve energy into the fourth quarter,
Right,
like when we may need you in some games for real. You know
right.
what I mean?
It's just so crazy, like to see how teams are defending him. Not only like the double teaming in the paint, but like how they had Dylan Brooks on him, much bigger guy. They had Giannis on him today, and I'm like, so y'all really think like we can't win without JB scoring? Like,
Yeah,
it's
and it's taking
almost
JB.
like a disrespect to everybody else. Like,
No, it's just I think it's just a severe tip of the cap to JB versus being a disrespect to anybody else, right? Like they know, like we watched for 2 years, JB smoke everybody, like 2 years in a row,
that,
cook everybody. So now they just like, yo, we gonna go in there if we gonna get this win tonight, which usually was the case for the last 2 years. You know, especially with Julius and his injury issues and things like that. Like you go in, you stop JB, you gonna get the dub. You know what I mean? But again, like I said earlier, if JB keeps on leaning on Cat and Cat keep on getting hot and Cat, not only shooting the three but attacking people off the dribble, that is a huge part. You know what I mean? How many? He shot 8 threes tonight, but he made four of them. You know what I mean? But he attacked the paint. Only 8 of his 20 shots was from the 3 point line. You know what I mean? Like, he attack the paint, get fouled, make layups, dunk on some people. You know what I mean? And that's also going to help you get into a rhythm, too. And when these things happen and Cat keep on getting 30, 31, 30, the Knicks win 30, 30, like, teams are going to be like, well, hey, maybe we need to stop trying to pay attention to all the JB as much. You know what I
right.
mean? And kind of get Cat from going off. Or we paying too much attention to JB. Now the other guys like Macau having 20 or OG have 20 this night. Maybe we might need to kind of spread out our focus. And then JB is going to start seeing way more opportunities
Hmm.
to go crazy. You know what I
And
mean?
realistically, there's no big man really that's gonna stop Cat. We thought no one could stop Randall, but definitely no one's gonna stop this. Not what we've
Yeah,
been seeing.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because it's because he could shoot so well, and then
Yes.
he has the combination of size to go to pause AO, uh, to go to the paint, right? And and that's what makes him difficult to cover. And then he take those two long strides when he go to the going to the cup, like that makes him difficult to cover.
And he's so much faster on his feet than defending big men.
Yeah, this is big facts. This is big facts. You can't really. It's not too often. It's not too many people that's smaller than him that you could be able to put on him. You know what I mean? So there's that. But yeah, it was looking. It's looking real good. And again, another standout for him too. His rebounding. I'm paying attention to that. What he had three offensive three offensive rebounds tonight.
Yep. Hmm.
That's good. That's good. I think he's like fourth in the league in offensive rebounding or some shit like that. That's good. That's good shit. You know what I mean? Because that was a worry of ours, losing our heart, Mitchell Robinson being injured. Um, to see him picking up the slack in that aspect, that's big.
Hmm.
And another thing too is we ain't even really see this team what it could be yet because not only because of the gelling
Because
shit.
we still got guys out.
got a lot of guys out.
Major guys out.
Precious Achua, Mitchell Robinson, Landry Shamet, Campaign. There's four people. Four people. Four people. That was expected to play a pivotal role on this roster. You know what I mean? And these people are out. So we're really just eating off the starting lineup and Deuce
Facts,
right now.
facts.
Yeah. If I got JJ Jackson in the building, we see you.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah. But that's hilarious though. Like we really just like beating like when we win, we beating teams with just the starting five and Deuce. That's kind of where it's at right now. But hopefully we start getting healthy soon. I don't remember. I ain't hear no news on Precious return.
Yeah, he
Uh,
hasn't even practiced yet with the team, so he still got work to. They said he's made progress, but he hasn't been cleared for practice yet.
yeah. So that's probably like another 2-3 weeks for
Yeah,
real. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Cam and you know him and campaign injuries are both hamstrings, which is crazy. You know what I
right.
mean? Like so, campaign happened later than Precious, way later than Precious. So he's gonna be out for a while. And I'm not even mad at that because Tyler the Creator is getting a little comfortable out there. You
Facts.
know what I mean? He's getting a little comfortable out there. How much he had a
Yeah,
decent
eight.
game tonight.
He had
Yeah,
eight
eight.
today.
Yeah, he 3 for 5 from the field, 2 for 4 from three. Yeah, four rebounds. That's
4
tough.
rebounds.
That's tough. 4 rebounds. And two of them were offensive. Tough. 2 assists, a steal. Yeah, Tyler. You know, he still got to work on his defense a little bit, obviously. But I think,
That's something that can be taught.
yeah. I don't think he's going to be locked down by anybody's standard. But I think he can suffice as a defender. Just be scrappy. You know what I
Right.
mean? Be scrappy. Uh, and his offense is going to take care of itself. The kid's court vision is amazing. He's a I knew he was a good 3-point shooter, but he's way better than I thought he was. And he looks kind of comfortable on the court already as a rookie that barely gets PT, and that's
Hmm.
dope to see. Uh, Deuce is Deuce. Deuce is sixth man of the year candidate by the end of the season. I promise. I
I think
promise.
we need to show love because we don't show a lot of love to Josh, but Josh has been doing a whole lot of everything for us. And I mean, we said it earlier in the season or off season how teams are gonna leave him open and he's gonna make them pay. And I mean, thus far this season, he's averaging 13 and a half points, 8.9 rebounds a game. That's great. And he's playing good defense.
Absolutely.
Um, he's shooting 57% field goals and 32.1 on threes, but I mean, it's all coming in the flow of the game. You know what I mean? And it's good to see. I mean, he deserves so much props because he's that guy that's like, just tell me what I need to do and I'll figure the rest
Yeah.
out.
You know, I got a phrase for Josh Hart. Josh Hart doing Josh Hart things, man. Uh, and he continues to do that. 9 rebounds again tonight, two offensive. Uh, yeah, he was 1 rebound away from another double double.
Hmm.
Yeah, like
Exactly.
just the versatility. I watched him play some stellar defense on Bobby Portis, who's a way bigger guy. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Pushing Bobby Portis out the paint and forcing him into tough shots. Then also being able to chase people around the perimeter and rebound and pass the ball. Start
Hmm.
breaks, you know what I mean? The ability to knock down an open 3 point. He don't take a lot of them. He was 1 for 1 tonight, but the ability to knock down an open 3 point shots. Josh Hart he's a Swiss Army knife. Yeah, I mean,
Fact,
on the basketball court, and he does a little bit of everything, and it's fire. Yeah, I
fact.
mean, and he's going to continue to do that because he's definitely going to fly under the radar. He's not going to take the most shots. He's gonna hustle. He's gonna try to outwork everybody because it's just too much when the starting five is in the game to have to worry about. You know, JB is a killer. You know, Cat's a killer. You know, you've seen in Brooklyn when that Macau could go off. You got to pay attention to OG. The whole league know that he's a 40% 3-point shooter. So you got to pick. Then it's just like, yeah, we're gonna leave Josh because
They better go ask Philly how that turned out.
yeah, we're gonna leave Josh because that's our best chance. And Josh is just not chucking up threes, which is fire too. Yeah, I
Hmm.
mean, like he's not just taking them because, like, I know sometimes I'll be watching the game like, oh, you got to shoot that, and then he goes make a better play for a better shooter. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm not mad if you make the smart play. You know what I
right.
mean? But the wide open ones, he's taking, and that's what I want. You know what I mean? Like the ones where nobody's closing out, he
Yeah,
just in the corner. If it's somebody that's about to close out, he's probably not going to take that shot. He's probably going to pump fake, drive to the lane, try to kick out,
pass it out.
or
Yo,
you know what I mean? But yeah, Josh, hats off to Josh because he's definitely uh, the ultimate glue guy, as they like to say.
facts.
Uh, who else? Oh, Jericho Sims played better tonight. He played better tonight, but I'll be looking like how Purdy got your minutes, man, playing with the starters and then the backup guys.
I guess for me, my issue is he just looks a step too slow. Like when he goes up to defend, like as someone shooting, you could he's just a step too slow. And just he's not showing in Clyde's or tenacity. Like it just looks like he's just like do 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 instead of like showing that he
Yeah,
wants to be on the court and play. I
I
did
th-
like I think he had
yeah,
a dunk today that I was like, okay. And I
yeah.
did like where he brought the ball up and he knew he couldn't do nothing. He passed it out. And I think Bridges hit a three. So I was like, okay, that's smart. But defensively, where we need him, is like I need you to give me a little bit more
I,
something.
I think it's lack of a high basketball IQ. I'm not saying he's a dumb basketball player. I'm just saying like I don't think his basketball IQ is super high. For instance, there was one play. He got switched over to he was he was guarding Giannis. Giannis is 5 feet away from the basket. I mean, away from the 3-point line, 5 to 8 feet away from the 3-point line. Jericho Sims is up pressing Giannis, and I'm like, how is this smart? How is this smart? Everybody in the world know Giannis put the basketball on the floor, one dribble from that place, he's at the basket before you can even blink an eye. But and also everybody in the world knows he's never shooting from
Right.
there. I'm not pulling up to Giannis and impressing him 5 feet to 8 feet away from the 3-point line. And I think it's those things that be killing Sims. And also somebody said he has no confidence. I think that will come with time on the court. But I don't know if I got the patience to watch him develop the kind of confidence like that we need him to have. Because we watched Deuce for a minute lack confidence, like in his offensive game. And it came with him getting PT. I don't know if those same rules will apply for Jericho. Yeah, I mean, because we watch Deuce and we see Deuce, we saw glimpses from Deuce, like of what he could be if he got the PT. I haven't seen those same glimpses for Jericho. It's more like, you have potential. I know it. I know it. You have all the physical tools to be good. You know what I mean? But I haven't seen the glimpses of you develop into somebody that like deserve the minutes over Ariel Hagperdi. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean when Mitch come back and Mitch is in foul trouble or Cat is in foul trouble, you need to be the third guy off the bench for the center. I don't now I'm just more intrigued by the German kid. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, can we see a little bit more of the German kid before we this be 100 sold? This is what we doing for the rest of the season with Jericho Simmons. Let's just can we get some more minutes of the German kid? Like I like today, even though he didn't make the play, he caught a pocket pass, Huck Purdy, and he tried to kill whoever was in
He
front of him.
tried.
I like that. That's the right mindset for me because not only are you being present in the offense, you're putting the onus on the refs to make a call. Like it was no call. Whoever was guarding him, it was great verticality on the defender. Because at first I was mad, like that should have been a foul. And then like sometimes when it's times out, I because I was watching on my iPad, I rewind it and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that was good defense. But you don't get that all the time for Jericho Sims, except for that dunk that you was talking about, right? He got blocked, then he caught the ball again and went up and down. I'm like, Nick, you should be doing this all the time.
Facts.
Like, I get, you want to get the rebound and kick the ball out to the 3-point line for the open 3-point shot, but sometimes you got to get the rebound and just dunk on the motherfucker.
Right. Your name ain't Jump Man for no reason. Jump.
And I think his problem is too, he can't dunk with one hand.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get blocked a lot if you can't dunk with one hand. Like, gotta be able to dunk with both hands. Especially if you're a center, got to be able to. You know what I mean? Especially if you're like cutting to the basket or getting a pocket pass, you got to be able to go up with that one hand. You go up with two hands, more than likely you're gonna get blocked because the ball is just too easy to track there. You know what I mean? Like you go up center mass, you put your hands up, you're probably gonna block the ball. You know what I mean? But yeah, hope Jericho get it right, but I hope Tibbs give Huck Purdy some more looks, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a blowout. I don't got much left about this game, to be perfectly honest. It's a blowout. It was a good night. It's a good night. I'm gonna sleep in peace. You heard? Like we back in third place. You know what I mean? It's early, but I be standing watching all season. I'm one of them guys. Who you play next?
Pacers.
Again, yeah. They lost tonight, didn't they?
I don't know.
They got smoked, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure did. By
Who they
Charlotte.
play? By who?
Charlotte.
Oh, you're gonna pack those guys up, man. Again.
They only scored 83 against Charlotte.
Oh yeah, we're gonna pack those guys up again. Again, we play them on Sunday, 5 p.m. Early game. I'm gonna be at work, so gotta put the word out to the gang
Bet.
that I'm gonna be at work. But yeah, pack those guys up. Some
These
keys
next
to
two
victory.
games I want both of them. Indy and Philly, I want both of them.
Oh, and the Philly game is a cup game.
It sure is. And
I want.
Maxi's hurt.
Yeah,
And B should be coming back.
I'm gonna smoke him. I ain't worried about that. Because now he's another center who doesn't like to defend on the perimeter. He's a way better defender in the paint than he
And if
is
he
on the.
tries to hurt Cat, somebody better punch him in the face.
Oh, he tried to hurt Cat. I'm gonna drive to Philly myself and put a tire iron to his kneecaps. Big facts.
Oh, Paul George is back today.
Oh, no, he was back for a couple games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but dirt. It was dirt. Uh, let's start with the Pacers game. Some keys to victories. Then we're gonna get up out of here. Uh, defensive pressure. I'm not too worried about Tyrese Halliburton. I know he could go off his front running ass,
He
but I
only
think
had
we
six
got
points today.
yeah. He's broken too, which is great. He's broken too. I don't think he has the confidence in himself to get out of this whole anytime soon pause. Ayo. Uh, so I ain't really worried about Siakam. Put OG on him, please.
Facts.
Eh, put OG on him, please, and we win this game easy. You
Hmm.
put OG on Siakam, and we win this game easy. It won't even be close. It'll be another blowout, wire to wire W. Uh, make what's his face their center. What's his name with the bad dreads?
Miles Turner.
Miles Turner. He has the worst dreads I've ever seen in my life. Uh, Miles Turner, bro. They look like they're about to fall off. Like you look like you
They too look thinned out.
worst dreads I've ever seen in my life, and he walked like both his feet hurt. Uh, yeah. Make Miles Turner have to step out of the paint to defend Cat, and we win. Easy.
Facts.
Not even close. Continue to share the ball like we did tonight.
And play our
Uh,
pace.
yeah. Out push off of make and miss.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Off of makes and miss. I think that's key to, for us too, is to get into some early offense. Not play against, opposing teams set defense. And that it's just that simple to me beating the Pacers. What's your
Hmm.
thought?
I mean, we beat them already. I'm I'm very confident we gonna do the same again. I mean, I don't nothing about them scares me. Like it's like, okay, we seen what y'all can do. Like y'all got lucky we were injured, but nothing about them scares me. Like we now have a matchup for Miles Turner. It with Cat. So it's like, okay, the only one we didn't see is Matherin play because he was hurt. But we know what he could do, and
Uh,
I
we we
mean, we
well we
have
saw him
defenders
this
for
season.
him.
We saw him this season.
Yeah,
Yeah, packed him up. Big
yeah.
facts.
I'm not worried. I mean, I don't. I just want to beat him because I don't like Tyrese Halliburton. I can't stand him. I want to beat him every time I see him.
Yeah, yeah. I hate Tyrese Halliburton's face. I hate the way that he be front running. Wait till his team has a tremendous lead to start talking and showboating. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like if they up by two, he's not talking.
Right.
Yeah, they up by four, he's not talking. He waits till they go up by like 15, and then he want to showboat. And that's corny.
Right.
That's corny. You know what I mean? Uh, but yeah, I hate Tyrese Halliburton. Hate him. Hate him. And we're gonna pack them up again. You know what I
Facts.
mean? They're good. Steven said Bodega Cat pulling up to the arena, drop 30 and 20 rebounds. Get these soft ass Charmin, ultra soft on it. Yeah, big facts. Bodega, big facts. We gotta teach him how to tie his Timbs though. We gotta teach Cat how to tie.
That's that Jersey shit.
Yeah, the way, the way my boy Bodega Cat is out here tying his Timbs is diabolical. We gotta do. Your Cat. I appreciate your enthusiasm. Yeah, what I mean, and you got a few flavor of Timbs. It's not like you just wearing the wheats. I mean, it's not wearing like you just wearing the constructs you had on the wheats. You know what I mean? You went to the constructs. I appreciate the effort, good brother, but Call a New Yorker. Get Mello on the phone. Yo, OG, I need to teach me how to tie these Tims, man, because you can't be out here looking.
Don't
Can't
tie
be
him.
out.
Just stick,
Well,
stick him in the
lace
side.
tying was the wrong word because I haven't tied a pair of Tims in my whole entire life. But lace them up. You know what I mean? That's the proper
Yeah.
term. I mean, even if you listen, matter of fact, I got you. I'm gonna let you know right now, Cat, how you do it. Even if you lace them through every loop, that's fine. You pull the string so the strings sag. You tie a knot at the end of both
So
laces.
it don't
So
come out. Yep.
valid, valid. So now you might be, oh man, my Tim's is probably gonna be clunking all over the place. No, you buy a half size smaller than you normally buy,
And wear a nice pair of socks.
in a nice facts. So you be like a half size smaller, my feet gonna hurt. No, it's mad wiggle room when you walk now. So like when you tie it, your feet hurt because your feet be crashing into the front of the boot. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you buy half size and you don't tie it, it fit like a hand in a glove. Because most people, I don't know, because some people be doing weird shit. Most people buy their shoes with some room in the front. You know what I mean? So their feet ain't. So unless you don't do that, you'll be fine if you buy your shoes a half size smaller than normal. You never tie them. You lace them up every loop. That's fine. If you lace them up every loop, that's fine. You just gotta put some slack in the strings. You know what I mean? Put some slacks in the strings. Tie up both ends so that they don't come out the boot. You know what I mean? Tie it on both ends so they don't come out the boot. And you valid. What
And you don't
magazine?
even need to. You don't even need to tie it up to the top one. Just the top one should be empty.
Big facts. This big facts. I forget that. I forget that. Big facts. You know what I mean? Uh, but yeah, I don't want. Well, I don't know what magazine that was when they had on the fly ass leather
When they
jackets.
had on the kids jackets,
Yeah,
the kids photo shoot.
yeah, yeah. I don't never want to see your boots looking like that, cat. Don't never want to see. Listen, I don't never want to see that. That's nasty work, gang. It's nasty work. You know what I mean? But yo, uh, shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight. You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all as always.
Make sure y'all
Uh,
hit the like button.
big facts, big facts, big facts. And let me see if I can paste it again. Come on, man. This shit don't never be working the way I wanted to work when I needed to work that way. Right? Yeah. So boom, again, make sure y'all visit the Shopify, get y'all hoodie. People who ordered, don't worry. Don't worry. It's on the way. Yeah, I mean, and we appreciate y'all. Yeah, hopefully we see y'all on Sunday. I mean, peace out.